Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Viewfinder. I have a complaint. Why are they Sad Owl Studios? Like, just looking at this logo is actually kind of disheartening right from the get-go. Like, I'm super looking forward to this, but Shell pointed it out, and now I can't stop looking at the sad owl in the corner, and it feels bad, man. Alright, we're gonna start a new game, we'll dive into this one. So it is I'm gonna say it's a Portal-style puzzle game. It's not actually Portal, but you have a...
Great.
Yep.
We're in. Time to explore.
What? Alright, there's like no preamble. We're in and it's time to explore. So it is a photography-based puzzle game where you take photos of things and use it to traverse the environment. And it looks really nice. The reason why I say Portal is because it's kind of one of those like first-person adventure puzzle games, usually linear, with slightly open-ended solutions. I think there's generally always going to be like one or two good ways of doing it, but that kind of sort of freeform, you figure it out yourself style of puzzle gameplay, which I'm looking forward to trying. So we've got a couple of these notes. You can build anything, yet you start to build a lab. There's no time like the present. We're coding pillows to watch the footage. Coding pillows to watch the footage. Popcorn next. I'm afraid the butter flavor is a work in progress. So wait, they've coded themselves like a digital world?
To think all the wonders of the world can be dabbled with as long as you build the right space. Whether Hiraya wants to admit it or not, Mirren is truly brilliant. Now, how do I get out of here?
It doesn't seem like I can interact with much, unfortunately. But at least I can hop over this. Yeah, so...
What is this place?
A lot of set
I've
pieces.
never seen
Very
this much
pretty.
overgrowth before. It's beautiful. Is this what it used to look like? The world?
Probably not with all the floaty stuff kind of in the background. Wait, what happens if I fall down? Is there a way back up?
Whoa, you okay? Your vitals look good. I guess we know now that falling doesn't hurt. That's some good news at least. There must be a way to get back up there.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, yo, what? That's sick!
Okay, so we have an influencer that is doing color commentary for us. Interesting choice. They picked a good voice actress, though. I'll give it that. I'm just gonna keep wandering around for a little while longer.
Hard to believe that we've all finally managed to come together. This assembled team of brilliant minds, here to bring to life my vision. Or rather, our vision. Now, to detail our first list of tasks, then I'll return to the party.
I like audio logs. I like the fact that there is immediately characters that are kind of giving life to the world as opposed to just this kind of empty environment. I never quite know what to do when it's like fully empty.
Couldn't resist trying it again, huh? Let's try another way for now. What's an
Okay,
old photograph doing here?
Okay, so that one does not break.
Hang on, did you just shift reality? A teleporter!
Alright.
Glad you made it in one piece.
Teleporter needs to be powered. Is it? Oh, I see. We need 3 batteries to put onto that thing. Okay. A lot of painting. Mariah has finally agreed to let me paint her. I've convinced her to visit me in one of my favorite places and even offered to brew her tea. She denied. At the very least, I'll now have something to show her whenever she doubts herself. She's everything I see in her and more. I'm glad she's here. I wonder what her favorite flower is. Is that it? Yeah. Didn't get very far, though. It's so quiet here. Yeah, no kidding.
Now go. You know I cannot stand these types of activities.
Hiraya, my love, please, hold still.
What do I even do with my hands?
Just relax them and try to smile.
A portrait in a digital landscape. Tell me, is this technically traditional or digital?
Enough questions. Stop moving. Smile.
So it seems like they've kind of coded themselves a digital paradise and then are in it somehow. I'll line this up here. Yeah, I can make it through. This is really cool. Oh, so it's a photograph of the previous room we're in, so I can grab a second grayscale battery.
It's almost working. Looks like we need one more. Well done.
So it seems like Jesse is less aware of our capabilities than we are, considering we can do the rewind and we know there we go. What if I do this? Okay, so I can do that. It's probably a mistake. Teleporter must be powered, but we have this. I should have never done what I did to myself, but that's okay. Oh. Okay, so I'm very much leaving everything kind of kittywampus, and it's not the greatest. I'm gonna put this here just in case it goes flying into the void. I'm gonna turn down those sound effects a little bit. Ooh, there's a lot of options in here. Ow, that was loud. Bump that up. Anything else? Menu sound volume. I'm gonna kill that a little bit. It's kind of loud. Alright. Apply changes. It is not a Wanderbot video without me poking at the sound settings. I think that's...
Whoa, this place definitely feels different than what we've seen so far. It looks like someone really settled here. It's really nice. I wish I could be in there with you. Okay, what's next?
Bandwidth, radio. It's really nice, yeah.
It must be a security measure. A structured path we have to follow. Well, let's find the next working one.
Okay. What do we even have around here? A chocolate bar. You know, that's... no artificial flavoring. I appreciate the artistry on that. I do wish that they had actually come up with, like, a fake brand. Like, like, they could just...
This must be the next stage. Let's go!
Is very exuberant. Like, aggressively so. Grab the brick. Note. Remember to water your plants. Do you need to? It's all simulated. I like the fact that anytime there is a sitting spot, you can just sit. Though I almost wish, given the situation, there was just a dedicated sit on anything button.
Follow the gray brick road.
I was trying to get that to be as seamless as possible. I didn't quite succeed. Okay. Tea time was a success. I'd consider coding better tea leaves. Yeah, so they're coding some kind of like full virtual reality here that people can just smoothly come and go from. It's interesting, these floating skyboxes. It's very 3D, I don't know how many of you have ever done 3D modeling, but oftentimes, at least for me as a beginner, I will put up my reference photos in the background.
Maybe there's a surface you can use to climb up there.
Oh, ducky number 3. Oh, there's a bunch of rubber duckies, I guess, for me to grab. Why do they need solar panels here? Those are pretty solar panels, though. I'll give them that.
I need to understand. This place, beautiful as it is, carries so much weight. There is promise here. Promise of a future we can surely achieve. Even now, I'm striving to reach heights I never thought possible. All that I hope is that everything we do here continues to have meaning out there as well. For our sake, for Mirren's sake.
Fellow's pointing out these kind of eyeball medallion things. Evil, I see evil. Greek evil eye wards off evil. Huh. Interesting. I mean, there definitely does have an aspect of mixed mysticism here. So that's, I guess, the Greek eye that wards off. Oh. Oh, we have to... Ah. There you go. That should be it. Boy, whenever these people come back, they're going to be in for a bad time. I have just littered photographs everywhere. I would adore living here, though. It is very pretty. Okay, so what else do we have? Okay, so I've got a couple of photos. Oh, looks like I can actually hold them, so we can swap between them with Q. Boy, they have a lot of these evil eye charms. They're kind of pretty, but it's starting to get a little concerning. Let's see, what else do we have here? A treasure in the making. I wonder if it's implied that each of those structures is a different spot where these people inhabit. Maybe. Okay, anything else? There was a back path that I want to go around to. Over here. It seems like they hide a lot of the logographs back. No, never mind. And no, I'm not going to be finding all of the duckies. That's just... I don't know, hunting for secrets is something I always do on the second playthrough. Okay, do you have anything else in here? Oh, that poor couch. I feel kind of bad. Before we're done, we should just vandalize some stuff. Just for the heck of it. Oh. Ah. Of course. Let's see. Be gone, trees. Oh. Nope. There we go. That's a bigger one. They've got these, like, really pretty environments. I wonder if I can recollect a photograph. Probably not.
It's alive. It's alive.
I know it's supposed to be a Frankenstein reference, but there's a bit of non sequitur there. All right, there's our next teleporter. I wonder when I get the actual camera. I'm also really curious if it wants me to, like, go up to some of these higher areas. I kind of hope not. That seems like it would be a lot of extra effort. Oh, there's an easy duck. Ducky 1. So maybe the ducks are actually a little bit more randomly interspersed. I've been working on a series of paintings, one to represent each of us. It's a great way to document history. Rai's been rather shy about it, and Mirren's avoided the conversation altogether. I have to look to Qilong for support. He promised to help me, but only if I beat him in Mahjong, which is entirely unfair. Hopefully with the help of a cute kitty, I might be able to cheat. Sometimes being a little devious is okay, especially if it's for the greater good. Like art. Let's see, anything else? I wonder what happens if I just fall. Boy, that's loud. It forces me. I had to test, seeing as we were here. Oh, it took away my other sunset photo. Let's see, I'm gonna keep putting these kind of at a diagonal. Just in case I end up overwriting it.
So the photo is acting a bit weird. It's difficult to... Can you hear me?
Huh. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah? I'm in a sphere now. Oh, it's a VR machine, of course. I crawl through. Okay, good. I'm not crawling through the hole.
Welcome
I cannot
back.
read any of those.
A little too soon for my liking, but happy to have you. Seems like the simulation had some difficulty maintaining itself. We might need to reroute our power sources to keep it running. Bummer, but that's what we get for messing with old tech. Don't worry, love. We'll get it sorted, and then it's off to the races with you.
Oh.
Who knew it'd be this tricky to get ancient tech back in working order? Just look at all this junk lying around. Don't be cruel, Jesse. These people were trailblazers. We could find a real tree of life in there. Or is it more accurate to call it a lightning rod? Well, either way, one thing's clear. The weather disruptor really might be the game changer we need.
So, notice how there's just this overwhelming red glow and oxygen levels. Low O2, high O2. You know, the sad part is I'm living this reality right now. Not quite this bad, but the pollution, and I'm assuming fire smoke, is so bad that the world is just perpetually orange. For here, it's kind of this dirty yellow. We're just south of the Canadian wildfire. Just south. We're a ways south of the Canadian wildfires, but it's enough that our air quality index is currently 150, which is not healthy. And so you might notice I'm taking a couple of breaks here to clear my throat and cough because, yeah, I've got air purifiers, but I'm also still sensitive to this stuff because I'm talking endlessly for my job. Maybe don't press that button. I think we just needed to do a full reset. That is way easier than most server restarts I've ever seen done.
Nice work. Looks like we're back online. Ready when you are.
Notice all the hand sanitizers around too. I'm legitimately wondering if this is kind of yeah, okay. Dr. Miran Morrison and associates studied the climate and its potential via simulation. Oxygen rates continue to fluctuate as new wave of industry expansion begins. With the growing industrial expansion, sky rises continue to pierce the red clouds above with no sign of rain in sight. Oxygen levels continue to fluctuate drastically and citizens are required to continue regular upkeep of indoor oxygen monitors. The recommended values for oxygen saturation are listed below. When exiting isolation, please regard personal oxygen levels. If assistance is required, contact the Department of Health and Atmospheric Conditions for further assistance. Our world, the Red World. Dr. Hawthorne's recent findings showcase that soil composition in relation to rationed oxygen levels might be the solution to bringing back flora and foliage in our red world. I gotta get my hand off the mouse. Recent generations have grown up without ever experiencing the towering bark of a tree, the soft fluttering of leaves, and the sound of wind rushing through tall grass. Dr. Hawthorne proposes that the key to bringing bringing us back to a time long lost is a focus on weather conditions and long, attentive upkeep. Sorry, it's really hard to read. It's quite small. Though her work is in the early stages, the Department of Health and Atmospheric Conditions have promised funding for her and her graduate research students to continue their study. Perhaps green won't be such a rare color anymore. Weather disruptor. Notes and old articles allude to a machine that could impact the weather. Blueprints might be in the simulation. So effectively a bunch of supergiant scientists made a VR world for people to inhabit, give or take. Ooh, that is maybe a little bright. All bright. Ugh, I should not even look around. Okay, that's cool. Oh, are we back here? It is.
Just as stunning as I remember it. Let's get our bearings and find where we left off.
Oh, is that where I came from? And I went around. So I was going this direction. So Shell was pointing out that there's actually a greater African influence to this. So that's a tangine as well, which I've never actually had one of those in person. I had takeout that would normally have been served in one, but still. And then I'm noticing a bunch of dates in that little dish. I'm really digging the environmental design on this. The puzzles have been kind of simple so far, but I think once we get rolling, it might not be so bad. And, of course, I'm a big fan of... I don't want to say meta-commentary that kind of links into real life, but, I mean, straight up, this is, like...
Photos are back to normal too. Excellent. Should be smooth sailing from here. Hopefully.
I keep seeing headline after headline after headline. Ooh, stop messing with the teleporter. You made it. It's not that difficult. I'm a little worried that I actually deleted a note or two. I probably did. Oh well. But, you know, reading the news nowadays is like, you know, Greece is on fire. Canada's on fire. X country has like a heat wave of over 50 degrees Celsius. And just like all of that stuff. And like, I left Oregon last year because the fires and the heat dome and other stuff made it seem like living there long term was going to be unhealthy for me. And so I figured I'd move back to the Northeast to be closer to family and stuff. And hopefully to kind of avoid areas where it's going to be heavily impacted by climate change. Like I can deal with freak blizzards, because I grew up with that stuff, but fires and heat, I cannot. And so I was really hoping I could, you know, set up somewhere where I'm not going to be affected by it. And now it's just like smoke billowing down from Canada, making it so that like going outside sucks. Like we went on errands, and even just in the like 20-minute drive to go pick up some fabric for a costume, I was feeling my throat getting kind of gich. And it's just like, oh, this is going to be a sad future.
Close your eyes.
I don't know if I should. Is this payback for making you mix new soil compositions all day?
Please, Hiraya, have you ever known me to be the vengeful sort?
Okay, sige.
Be gone, easel. Guess I should have angled that up a little bit better, but it's fine.
Oh, it's marvelous. Ang ganda.
See? I told you.
But that... Oh, this is kind of hard to look at. It's very pretty, but it's hard to look at. Okay, there it is. But... being in these situations, it's very validating to have so many video games lately about climate change and either seeking solutions or refuge or refuge. I should not soften that G too much because it very quickly turns into refuse and it's like, ugh.
Ayun, I found it. Now this was a funny one. Not your usual style.
You could say I was stretching my creative muscles.
Be gone, phonograph. Brands, other things. I feel like I could bring in my own art supplies, but I guess it wouldn't help me too much. Oh, this is also hard to look at. Though honestly, I love the art style all the same. I think it's the fact that the pixels are constantly shifting. It's a filter over the image, as opposed to like an intentional texturing of it. You can definitely tell it has lo-fi pixels, but moving left and right, it has kind of a swimming effect that I don't like.
Your mind is limitless. This was fun.
Few things make me happier than when you say that here.
Okay, still haven't found a photograph, though. Just the... Oh, I see. Just pull that chain and lower the drawbridge. Now, if you want games that look like this, Proteus and Cultic both have, like, really good, old-school pixel art, textures. And they look super nice. Locked. Or not. Maybe it's unlocked. Okay, so we can revisit levels if we want to. Oh. So this is the level select. So the earlier section we were in was kind of the prologue. And now we are unbound. Dried mangoes. Ooh. Teleport to the next level? I don't... Are all of these next level? Because it feels like I came... Okay, teleport to an optional challenge. Sure. I don't exactly know what I'm doing or where I'm going with any of this, but I might as well take a look at things just because. The question is, where am I going with this? I don't seem to have a strict end goal here. I see. F to align photo. Oh, that's super nice. It didn't exactly align the way I thought it would. Now, I think there might be two. There are two. Okay, so that ain't gonna work. I don't know. Here. Why don't I try this first? I think let's go back twice. Let's put the darkened side down first, because it might be easier to get to. Oh. Yeah, because I cannot do both. Let's try this one next. Because this one's easy enough to grab. I'm not close enough. Unlikely. Ha! Okay, so now we've got 2 of these mazes. And we get the duck. I think I might have caused too much damage with this one, and I'm not quite sure what my goal is. Because I think I want to get somewhere specific. Okay, so let's go back. So we've got to put the sun side down first. Oh, that is super nice. Being able to just go back really quick. Okay, snag that. Yeah, the big problem is... Ow. Try this. I don't think it's angled down too far, and I should be able to grab that photograph. The duck has already been gotten. Unless there's something I'm missing here. Oops. Because it feels like I'm trying to get somewhere specific, but I don't know where it is. I guess that's the entire point of the optional challenge, but... Let's go here. Oh, wait. This is a different room. There's 2 photos in this one. I think I missed it. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna have it on a diagonal. No. Okay, so we've got that one. But let's swap back. And go here. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's the optional challenge. Oh, and there's all of our rubber ducks. Alright. We've done those levels. I'm actually quite curious how many levels there are. I know I could never afford a place like this, but I wish I could have a house that was this nice. Alas. Alas, it's just out of my reach. It does look like we have kind of a monorail system we'll be able to get to at some point. Okay, what else do we have? Battery. Well, it needs a battery. We've also got this thing.
Oh, it must be. A photocopier. I'll test it out.
Okay, so it looks like it can only use this a couple of times. We also have paintings.
Ever since that argument, Hiraya has seemed rather down. I know she means well, but Mirren pushed it too far. There must be something I can do to cheer Hiraya up. maybe design a new possible flower. Oh, that would be lovely. We can sketch it together over some tea.
Okay, is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to hold on to that as a possible puzzle-solving option. Very scuffed-looking battery, but it is in fact a battery, and we only need 2 of them. Grab this. Hopefully we won't need more. I thought I would actually be using like a... hold up. There's something going on in this. There's something up. Okay, let's see if I can pass through. Ah. Oh, it's just a photocopier. Never mind. Fix, try not to break it again. Not my fault. Okay, fine. Sadly, I can't carry 2 of these. I wanted to see if there was something more I could do with the photocopier. That's just a painted flower. And then that's just another one of the... Oh, it's a light, of course. It looked like I'd be able to do something with the photocopier, considering there's a big power cable that just goes along the length. But, alas. What else do we have? Noticing a lot of these... Oh, it's like sketches. It's going to be finished. But not yet.
On second thought, why don't I write this one down?
Oops. Guess let's go use the photocopier. Oh, duck. I might have to photograph this one twice. Now, is the photocopy... No. Okay, so a photocopy of a photocopy is roughly about the same. Oops. Is there anything up here? It doesn't look like it. So in that case, I guess we'll just do puzzle solving. There... Ah, my goal is over there. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything up above. So apart from the ducks, there might not actually be a whole lot of secrets. Water doesn't need to have a smell. I couldn't stop thinking about this while watching Haraya tend to her plants today. There's an addictive quality to this place that makes up for the inaccuracies that surrounds us when we come here. Out of thin air, we create beauty that tickles some, but not all of our senses. Strictly speaking, the code we create is a technical marvel, and designing new structures thrills me like nothing else. But the novelty of it all makes it easy to forget what a real flower smells like, and I don't want to forget. So, filtration systems. Okay. Oops, don't fall. You want to be even lower. Try that. It might not be aligned. That's why I have a second one of these. There we go.
I wonder what else is in... No, what's that? That looks interesting. Let's check it out.
The idea of full dive VR terrifies me. The idea of it could be cool, and like it'd be neat to be in a place like this.
I must admit, I'm surprised you made it this far. It's been a while since someone's wandered around this place, and it's good to have you. There's plenty of things to do here. Have you finished exploring? The train will take us to Horia's station, a place where science and art meet nature.
Kind of a weird Cheshire Cat situation going on. Okay, so we've completed hub level 1. So we have 4 more after this. Probably 1 for each of the different characters. Cool. No, there actually might be even more than that.
Aran was a brilliant designer. All the lovely artistic elements you see are all thanks to his handiwork. Though his colleagues were just as amazing in their own right. Their work was always set to change the world. Or so they said. Often.
Man, I wish we had monorails
I'm
like this.
Kate, by the way. An artificial record keeper, developed by Mirren to maintain this place. I'll be here to assist you in any way that I can. And I look forward to seeing what wonders you discover.
Glad to find out that's how they got around. Whoa, is that a tree?
What do we have around here? A lot more
These
music.
are sick! Wonder if the founder here knew how to rock. Yeah, where's my applause?
At first I thought she was
This
obnoxious.
must be the next set. Maybe we'll find out more about the work being done in this area.
Okay, so this is how to make a, one of those, like, garden walls. God, I would love to have one of those. That would be really cool. It's a wall with a bunch of nice green and leafies going on. I'm just gonna look around for a bit. I'd like to collect musical instruments as well someday. Not anytime soon, necessarily, but still. Also, the music is different, and the settings, too. So I'm assuming each region is somewhat themed after the people that lived there. Judging by the tree, I'm almost getting more of a Hawaiian... Because this is Horia, which I was assuming was Japanese, but it could actually be more of kind of a Hawaiian-Japanese thing. Unfortunately, I'm not that well-versed culturally, so I'm probably gonna make some oopsies with what I'm assuming is from where. That's interesting. I wonder if I'm going to be able to dive into that. No, this is much more just pure Japanese. There it is. I'll never take the art of walking into your work for granted. A lot of music. But Village World Tour? I don't know. And this is definitely much more like actually Japanese. Now, is this here or did it? No, I just overwrote that. Oh, I see. That's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Nice one. Huh? That's weird. Sorry, the simulation is really buggy on my end, but...
Look, as long as I can keep rolling, I don't mind. Don't kick me back out to the weird hell world again. Okay, so it wants me to go up. It looks like I'm not putting the photos anywhere. Oh, this is... I forget the name of this. Is it Mancala? It's like... I think it is Mancala or something like that. And I can pet the cat. There we go. I played that in a little bit in elementary school, but I never could get fully into it.
Oh, thank God, you answered. It's me. I don't know how it happened, but somehow I lost direct communication with you. Live comms don't seem to be working where you are. That should be fine, though. We can talk using this method, as long as you pick up. I'll try to leave voicemails if you can't. I've been monitoring your vitals in the system, so I'll keep you posted as you wander along. Good luck in there.
These are interesting experiments, and I like that they're reliant on creativity. There's a lot of creativity in nature. Unexplainable things that uproot themselves and find purchase. I'll make sure to keep an eye out and see how this experiment might blossom.
Show diagram 121C to Aharon. He'll laugh hard enough to wet himself. This one? Probably a chemistry joke or something. We are actually picking up photos again. Bring these to the planning session. All it takes is one seed. There we go. God dang. That beans. I see. So I had to take out that one bar so I'd actually be able to stand where I need to stand. There we go. I like the fact that it slides me into place properly. So I don't have to like perfectly get it myself. Makes my life easier. Good Lord. It is lawn care day today, and they're
around this
relentless.
place brings back memories.
Okay. We've got that for red. I see. So we're just trying to make a full color photograph.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's you. Always a pleasure to watch a master at work. Breathtaking. Paint me next. Thought-provoking. We got to get over there. And over there. Actually, no. I can cross that gap comfortably. Thank goodness the Sensible Ideas guy tagged along for the meeting. You mean the outrageously handsome guy with the killer dress sense? I take it back. Thermos. Doesn't look like there's anything else going on. Oh.
At some point, we must realize that what we build with our hands is not enough. But to truly bring something to life, we must breathe life into it ourselves. There is no life in calculations on a board or in numbers on a screen, but there's life in our hands, the way we hold, the way we care.
Okay. Oh. I guess I didn't need to do anything fancy on this one. Perfect spot for a nap, no? Don't fall off the edge. Would you miss me if I did? I miss your mystery herbal brews. That's a good point. Well, no, I guess if it's virtual reality, they still wouldn't fall to their death or anything down here. Did I miss this one as well?
But doesn't two pair beat three of a kind?
Not in 5-card draw.
Nor in Texas Hold'em.
There are no Texans here. I fail to see why we should play by their rules.
It's more about statistical rarity than culture, I believe.
Yeah, you know, a mass thing. Just to speed. Who needs to bluff when you can count cards?
When you put it that way, I suppose I can see the appeal.
Fruit trees are healing trees like Bagra's antiseptic leaves. Practical suggestions only, please. Oh, please. I second Haraya's Bagra's tree idea. It's one of nature's most awe-inspiring designs. Plant-based biofilters. lung to model a biofiltration system. Biochar batch testing. And then whatever that is. Oh, it's the switch. Brainstorming. How to use our screen printing and mural successes. Mural orchards? Mirren, dream big but remain practical. Paradox. Strawberries, windowsill code we can apply back home. Rye to code biochar soil variants. She doesn't look happy. I'll paint her a Bagris tree anyway. Potential colors for Haraya's Bagris tree. I can also pick up the cards. What the... Okay, but why though? It's probably a solution for something. But I don't know what it is. Cool that I could do that though. Oh, that's interesting. It even like separated out the layers, kind of, sort of. The game is just a neat visual trick. I think a lot of the elements are, I don't want to say lost on me a little bit. Oh, it is the cat. I was wondering where he was. Haraya is frank with her criticism. This is a trait I prize in my colleagues. There's nothing worse than a tight-fisted professor who fears a wounded student's feelings more than their failure. But I'm not her student and I will not be lectured. A ship full of dreamers and thinkers and artists and scientists is a ship all the same. An accountant will always be needed to steer us back to port. Does she realize that her playful testing and helpful reminders of the limitations we face feel like a mutiny in the making? I should keep my eye out for secret notebooks like that. Unfortunately, I feel like I've probably missed quite a lot already. You know, in just my pursuit of solving the puzzles. Because it feels like there's 3 different layers of story here. And it's going to be easy to miss 1 or 2 of them. And if you do, I don't think you get the full picture. I do like that, though, that, once again, it's got these, like, really nice atmospheric puzzles that aren't, like, overwhelmingly challenging or anything. But that there's an extra layer of, like, trying to solve climate change issues, and then these people having kind of, I'm gonna say, interpersonal and political dramas amongst themselves. Like, having grown up, I'm not gonna say in a family of scientists, because it's not a family of scientists, it's really just my dad and my brother. Like, hearing about what they have to go through, both in academia and in the private sector, sounds awful. You look like you're in the zone, so I'll come back later. My dreams are too practical and my plans are too dreamlike. Here, I'm gonna show text. Mirren said as much to me the other day when I joked that if the master hard drive goes up in smoke, we'll always have our memories, if it doesn't take us along for the ride. Personally, I found my excellent double pun to be funny. She was not amused. It's just as well that there's no winning a game of words with her. A long time ago I learned that only results can make a certain type of person pay attention. Luckily, the biochar experiments are going better than expected. Soon I'll have interesting findings to share. Now if I can just stabilize my soil variables, and the loop I've programmed might have a chance of crossing over into our world. Volatile minerals for the next round of biochar tests. Please work. So it seems like they just simulated reality and are going to try and bring those simulations into the real world, either by printing them or just like recreating them with real stuff. More vermiculite for this test patch. Excellent growth. Move to phase 2 planter with others. Yeah, so they just fully simulated reality and are using it as a test zone. It's an interesting idea. How can you fully simulate reality? There's all sorts of things we don't know and understand that to fully simulate it would require an absurd amount of time and effort and skill and understanding that I don't think we will ever have. Okay, so now we have the camera with the viewfinder, but I'm going to keep looking. Biochar case studies for Mirren. Note to self, open with a pun?
I believe their name is Melanie. Some of Araya's more playful work.
Give me a second. I don't know if I'm gonna have a good YouTube thumbnail. But it's either going to be the cat and the melon, or both. Okay. Anyway. Use Viewfinder. Look through Viewfinder. I'm gonna just do 2. I don't think I can move this one. But now I have the ability to conjure extra staircases. Let's see. Anything else? No.
Be sure to catch my good side, alright?
I guess we didn't need to take 2 photos there.
Excellent shot.
What else do we have? I guess I might as well take 1. No. We might as well take a bunch. I think there's anything else there. Yeah, let's just hook this together.
I feel like Ji Long, but I have a solution to this. Ay, ay, ay. This mess of my own making. He must know what Mirren has been working on. Squirreled away in her own little corner. Maybe I can find a way to help. That might put us back on good terms.
Mending relationships often felt harder for Haraya than tending to her plans. I wonder why she always put in the effort despite that.
Let's see, do we have anything here? Orange magnet. Huh. It seems like there might be some more collectible-y things for me to go looking for. Here and there. Okay, so we want to take the battery back. I don't know if we need anything else. We need 2 batteries. So I gotta find something else worth grabbing. Improvement. Back down to 1 dose to maintain root quality. Specimen B visible growth. Control specimen no change. Metabolic flux conversion. Risky, but acetate synthesis is ideal. Low acetate levels? Specimen B stalled growth. Control specimen no change. Back to the drawing board. Increasing biochar doses to prep for restart. Problem is I don't see another battery. Definitely not from that. Not up there. It's not like I could have rotated this. I don't think I replaced something. Oh. I'm but a fool. Alright, there we go. I was like, where do I get this second battery from? It's got to be hidden somewhere in the environment. No. It is not. Ah.
Ah, that's quite the clever solution.
Right, there's 1. There's 2. Clever game. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more open-ended than this, but it's
I've been
fine.
meaning to ask, what brought you here to the simulation? Not that I mind the company. On the contrary, really. I find you to be quite adventurous and fun.
Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, I'm completely mute.
Oh, I remember this. Araya once told me that there's power in nurturing something. I'm uncertain by what she meant, but you seem to have a handle on things.
Let's see, can I do anything with any of this? Tools in the back. I'm just gonna hold on to that one. I don't know what to do with it at the moment. Okay, do I have anything else? No. Anything there that I'm gonna delete by putting this down? I certainly hope not. Okay. I sincerely hope there was no lore for me to find here, because I have destroyed it all. And it's probably fine. What an absolutely clever game. I'll definitely have to go back through at some point and play through this game properly, probably with a guide for where all the secret goodies are, just so I don't have to spend forever looking for them. It might be one of those where I do like two playthroughs, go through one and then go back. Or maybe the game actually tells you where you've missed stuff. I haven't actually checked. And luckily you can just go back to every single region you've been to. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have any kind of indication. Which is, I don't know if that's actually an issue or not for me. I always like it when it tells me, like, oh, you missed a thing. Like, you found every note, or you missed 3. Having that kind of information is nice. So I'm going to revise my original summation of this game. I said it was kind of more like Portal. I think it's actually a little bit closer to Filament, another game I played a while back and still intend to play at some point, as one of those like really nice meditative puzzle games where you are effectively entering into a long abandoned area, or recently abandoned. Effectively everybody is gone and you're kind of trying to find out why. And there's something about that kind of game that is really cool to me. Portal definitely started the trend, but I think they've kind of evolved past that.
I was being genuine earlier. I'd like to help you look. The founders left plenty of records of their work here, in case they were to ever come back. I wonder... Well, I hope it'll be of some use to you.
But it's kind of evolved past Portal. I think they've figured out how to integrate story a bit better. But that might just be a me thing. There's definitely a much more, like, vivid sense of place in this, whereas Portal was a little bit more specific, like, just puzzle room after puzzle room, and there wasn't really a whole lot of environment most of the time. But either way, I like it. It's neat, and there aren't a whole lot of games like these, so I always look forward to when they come out, just as kind of like a... This is the kind of puzzle game that I like because it allows me to feel clever. Even if there's only one solution, it's not one of those where I'm consistently stumped. It's just a matter of figuring out how to exploit the tools that I have available to me in order to find the solution. Even if it's always going to be the same solution, it still feels more open-ended than, say, The Witness, where I just, like, look at it and I'm stuck and frustrated and not having a good time. And then Hall of the Mountain King kicks in and I get stressed out. But anyway, with all that said, Viewfinder is available on Steam? I know it's available at least on Steam at the moment. It's a little pricier than a lot of puzzle games. Maybe? I don't know, it's $25 normally, down to $22.25, but it is one of the... or 2250. But it's one of those where there are very few games like this, and if this is the kind of thing that you enjoy and are looking for in a game, then you're probably going to have an absolute blast with this. And if you're not much of a puzzle game person, then this probably is not really your kind of thing to begin with, and it's not even part of the conversation. But I'm thoroughly wowed, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it when I can find the time. Oh boy, that time part is a problem. I think at some point I will just decide to do one of those like big compilation videos where I'm like, here are 10 like really good puzzle games. And use that as a justification to go back and finish this one up. But with all of that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. Helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, I just lost my battery.
Down the rabbit hole it goes.
Funny. Then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.